Hey everybody, welcome back. Old Guy Gamer here playing Cities Skylines. I gotta say the name of this game slow or else it slurs a little bit. Couple of things to start off. I gotta confess, I left this game running with I was low on money, so I made the decision to leave it running while I was editing videos. And then I walked away from my computer and forgot that I left it running. And then I went to bed and forgot that I left it running. And I woke up this morning, got on the computer, and found out that I had almost $300,000 in the bank because I left it running all night long. I sat down this morning and added a little bit. As you can see, we'll discuss what I did specifically, but I changed some things around. Actually, I don't remember. Yeah, this is the video. Let's see, this is part 3. I just posted part 2. That's why I'm confused, because I just finished editing part 2, where I moved the wind turbines together in the middle of the plains. So the things I did since part 2 is mostly right here on the coast. I cleaned up the electrical lines a little bit, eliminated some of those so that I could add these little coastal residential streets. And you'll notice that there's not one road going along the whole coast. It is multiple little cul-de-sacs. I think this is mostly commercial down here on Water Street. I've got a little colonial drive here with a I guess you call it a cul-de-sac. It's a little longer than a cul-de-sac, but just tiny little streets so that they won't have too much traffic on them except for the residents. And then over here along this road to the sewer treatment output, whatever, the waste dump that I called Soil Avenue, I put some industrial zoning over here because I had a little bit of industrial demand. I did put a little bit of commercial zoning along the main street here. This is called Peters Street. That's the name of the street that the game gave. I'll probably end up changing that eventually once I think of a good street name. Peters Street just doesn't mean anything to me, so this is going to be a pretty main street in my town, so I don't want to have it called Peters Street. So I'll probably change that to like Liberty Drive or something like that. Because what I did is I didn't rename these cul-de-sac streets, but the streets that touch Peters Street I named kind of like old America. This one's called Colonial Street that touches Peters. This one's called Pioneer Street that touches Peters. And then this one's called Patriot Street. So as you're driving down the main drive, you'll see Patriot, Pioneer, and Colonial. Actually, yeah, let's just go ahead and rename Peters Street. If I can remember how to navigate this whole thing. Get out of the zoning menu. Let's do this. Click up here. And let's just call it Liberty Street so we can keep with our theme. Hit enter, and it is changed. So Liberty Street doesn't go all the way around our map. It kind of starts right here where it joins in with Hunter and Annabelle Scott Street. That's different. And then Liberty goes all the way over here. So what I may do is connect Liberty over here somewhere, so it goes around the outskirts of this square. Eventually my town will be bigger, I'll add on to it, but for right now, Liberty Street. I don't know, that's an idea. I don't know for sure if I'll do that or not. I might just weave it into the next town and go up and around and make it go to some other block. I don't know, we'll see. So we got this done. You'll notice there's not a lot of commercial demand. There's no commercial demand right now because I've given all these little zoning opportunities along Liberty Street. Basically, I did this so that I could eliminate the electrical lines that were stretching this whole coastline. Still got a few here, but this is between my last section of residential and the industrial over here, so I wanted to leave a little bit of a gap. That's why I did that. Let's check in on Chirper, see what the people are saying. Monorail, no. Okay, windy. Apartments. What is it with the waterworks? Showering with bottled water is getting a bit expensive. So someone must be out of water. Okay. Check that. Let's just check the water service. That might have been a complaint from when I was building this residential down here. I forgot to run this. There was a couple of houses down here that didn't have water service, so that might have been from when they were without water, because obviously I added this little L-shaped branch in and it covered everybody to fix that problem. And I had to add a second water intake, water pump, to provide water because I was not pumping enough water into the system. And I think that will catch us up for what I did when you weren't here. I built this little street here. As a continuation of Patriot, I think it is. Pioneer. Oh, I wanted that to be called Pioneer Street. I'm going to change that real quick. Make that a continuation of Pioneer Street. Okay, good. I mean, it is a four-way intersection, so I mean, they should have continued that street. I think I'm going to have to start adding some stuff in the center here. I was playing with the idea of maybe putting in a roundabout here. That way I could branch off into different areas, build neighborhoods. Eventually, this main street, I don't want to have any houses on. So I think I'm going to try and build up the population so that I can get to this. I want to build schools. And I need 500 to build schools. And I'm at 460. So I need to build another neighborhood to get to 500 because I want to build schools. And the reason I put this street in was so that I could build my schools right here. I kind of plan on this little residential area being like a high rent district, kind of like nicer homes. But right now it's all uneducated, and the only way you can get them to upgrade, there was a little note that said if you want them to upgrade, they have to be higher educated people living there. So these little houses, as nice as they are, being on the coast of the river, I want them to be a little bit nicer. So let's build another little residential area, and we will actually, let's build it off of here. That way we can have the school be close to our new residential street area. So let's go to streets. Let's go to curved roads. I don't think I want to do. Let's start here. I don't think I ever want to make a straight road. Let's do that. Do that, and I'm just making this up as I go along. 1, 2. And what would make sense? Okay, if that's my main strip to go there, this could be a cut through to go here maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, and then we'll curve this. Oh, that didn't turn out right. Let's do that right there. Okay. So that'll be a nice little cut through drag that doesn't go straight from one. I try to avoid having, of course I'm new at this game, so I'm just talking in generalities. I don't want to see this road go all the way through to this road. I want there to be at least one connection that someone has to make a turn so that it's not, so that if you're driving on this street and you don't know that this road cuts through, if you were to drive down this street and see that this was named like Patriot Street, and then you were also driving down here and you saw this was called Patriot Street, you would know it cuts through, so you would obviously start cutting through this residential neighborhood. I try to avoid that by not letting Patriot Street go all the way through. Obviously this isn't called Patriot Street, I just couldn't think of another name real quick to use it as an example. But I just don't want cut through traffic from people that don't know that the road goes all the way through. So I purposely put an intersection in where the road names will change on opposite sides of the town. Now obviously this game doesn't take that into account. the cars are going to be able to figure out that it is a cut through, but I'm going to try and make it realistic as possible. So let's do that. Maybe I'll curve it that way. Yeah, let's try and make it go halfway through this. There we go. And then we'll do some cul-de-sacs here. Try and take it right back up to these houses. I could probably do this. That's what I was thinking, like that. Okay. I don't want to take out all my trees. I don't want it to be perfect. I'm not trying to make a grid-like system where all of the land is perfectly used up and square and all that. I want to leave some open space where the people that live on these streets, you know, they might have houses behind them, but it's not like shared property lines and, you know, all that stuff. So, actually, let's make this a... I wonder if that'll make it an intersection. Yeah, let's do this. We'll just do a couple of these. Yeah, let's do that. That makes sense. We'll make that a little horseshoe. This street doesn't connect over here, so I can connect this one with that one. Okay, let's... I hit the wrong button. Just make this straight. Okay, go back to curved. Let's do this. Oh, that's kind of a waste of space, but we're going to need space for parks later anyway, right? So, a lot of roads I'm building for no reason. No, let's not do that. Let's do a curve. Does that look natural? Yeah, that looks alright. So a lot of road building. So we got a neighborhood. Let's put some residential in. So I want to save this intersection for this will be commercial. This will probably be commercial, and I'll put my schools right on the corner. So let's start putting in a little more residential to kind of fulfill that demand. Yeah, that's good. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's D-zone this. Let's add a back street neighbor. I don't want to do too much, so we'll leave it at that for now. And got a lot of residential demand. Let's see that fill up first, and then we'll see what we can do. Not enough customers. Okay, we're building. Calm down. We're gonna need water because I haven't put water over there. Let's do that. That'd be a waste to go all the way over. Let's just do this. That should cover most people. I don't need to do that yet. Let's do that. A little bit of a grid. Okay, so we got water going to all those neighborhoods where I have residential zoned at least, and then I have electricity because it's all blue. It should be. Oh no, it's not connected. Let's see, what can I do to connect it? I could do a residential right there. Well, there's a residential right there, so that should connect. I just need someone to build a house right there. So when that happens, That should fix my little issue with not having power. So come on, people. Build on Cook Street. Let's see. Little Hamlet. So I've got an elementary school I can build. Yay, congratulations. We did something worthwhile. That's a good a spot as any. Let's end the video right there. We have reached a population of 500, so come back next time, now that we've got our little neighborhood going. You'll find that I'll add that school while you're gone. You guys go watch some videos, I'll go make some more. And when you come back, I'll have that school placed, and we'll see what kind of other little things I can change in the meantime. So I'll see you next time.